Panel, I wanted to do a quick reading. I wanted to do a feminine and a masculine messages from them reading. So as soon as I finish this one, I'll tune in real quick and do a quick feminine. But this is going to be messages from your divine masculine. Please keep in mind that a masculine can be a female as well as obviously the male. It's an energy. It's not necessarily the sex of the person. So this is just the masculine, which is more dominate. I can't talk today, obviously. More dominant, more in charge, more physical, more into this reality, into this dimension, into facts and logic. That's more of the masculine's energy. If you are connected to a divine masculine already, then you know who they are. I don't have to figure it out for you, okay? Whether that's you or that's them, you'll know. But this is going to be a message from your divine masculine. Spirit, please guide me in a beautiful reading of honesty and truth. I want to tap into the heart of the divine masculine. Please help me reach the heart of the matter to the masculine. Show me and reveal to me what needs to be known. What does this masculine want to say to their divine feminine? What does this masculine want to say to the divine feminine? Please show me. What do you want to say? If I could stop losing my cards, that'd be lovely. Okay. I got the number 44 and the number 46. The first card I have is I'm coming apart. I am coming apart. The next card is strength. I have to be really strong. This is so hard for me. The separation is so hard, is what I'm hearing. It's a very difficult separation. Here, if you guys want to see the cards. The center of the reading is ask for help. This is it. You really need help. Be willing to allow yourself the support you need. The masculine needs assistance and help. He's not doing it on his own. He's having a hard time. He wants to tell you, I need help. I'm coming apart. I can't do this. I can't handle this. This is too hard for me, divine feminine. It's taking so much strength just to stay afloat, just to not have to deal with this separation. The next card I have is soul ties. Your masculine really feels connected to you deeply, like a twin flame or a soulmate, but he keeps it a secret. Your masculine is not telling you the truth when it comes to missing you. I miss you. I also got unavoidable. The elephant in the room is your masculine wants to talk to you, text you, call you, communicate with you. The elephant in the room is I need to communicate. I know I need to communicate. I'm sorry I'm not communicating. I need help right now. I'm going through a struggle in my life. There's something putting me in a bad position. The masculine is also having some trouble with their car or their vehicle. There's some trouble. And they're having to deal with that. And it's financially very difficult. Or maybe it's just stressful. Maybe travel is very stressful for your masculine right now. Travel's a hardship. Travel may be the hardship in general, okay? Masculine, what do you want to tell your divine feminine? What do you want to tell your divine feminine? Got strength twice. We are definitely dealing with someone that has strong Leo, okay? Strength. This masculine is stubborn, fixed, has a hard time asking for help, has a hard time receiving help, okay? This person has to deal with the past. He wants to go back. Masculine, I have to settle myself because what I'm trying to do is show you the cards I have, tell you what they mean, and then tell you his reading. And to tell you the truth, I'm pissing myself off. It's bugging the fuck out of me. I don't want to teach or interpret the cards. I'm sorry, but I'm just going to have to read this message as the masculine would speak to you. If you don't know what cards I have and you don't know what they mean, that's fine. This reading is not to teach you the cards, okay? I'm getting irritated by having to do 3 things at once, and I just can't deal with that shit right now. So I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't. I just have to read it, okay? So forgive me. You're not going to know what the fuck cards are. I'm just going to start saying the reading. You can see them as I pull them, all right? Anyways, the masculine is definitely having a hard time reaching you. I think you've blocked him or he's blocked you. And by him and he, you can always flip it to a she. This person is stubborn and in their head. Okay, he wants to open up his heart about this and deal with the past, but it's very difficult. He has a hard time coming out of his heart to speak to you about how he feels, which is extremely missing you to death. The communication is really key, and he really does want to reach out. He feels it in his bones. He's really struggling very much with desire and passion and sexual vibration. He's been very turned on lately, sexually, intimately, and thinking about you. You really do it for him, okay? And by him, of course, it can be a she, but you really do it for this masculine. And there's definitely a yearning to get close to you and to reach you and miss you and grab you and touch you and just feel your energy so he can have a release. And by he, it can be a she. Of course, another card flew out. I think the masculine does not have control over his emotions for you right now. He is healing his inner child, mom and dad issues, a very painful past, and family disputes. So this could be their current energy with you. You guys have a child and a family, and there's a very painful past that needs healing. He's working on it. Or it could be his childhood that he's working on. But the divine masculine says, I'm really working hard on healing my inner child. I'm trying to deal with my painful past and our painful past. I cut them off. So there was a running away, ending relationships, and abandonment. Your masculine has abandonment issues. He's trying to let go of that energy, but it's so hard. The only way the masculines ever let go of something is by abandoning things, because that's what the masculine knows. This masculine says, I've been abandoned, and that's what I know. I know abandonment, and I know how to do abandonment well. He is holding back resistance, blockages, and obstruction from you right now. He feels very, very vulnerable. He wants to reach out, but it's so hard. He's fighting his own inner demons. He's fighting his own inner self. Every time his inner self wants to get back in contact with you, he controls himself again with strength and prevents himself from texting or reaching out to you, feminine. Every single card has fallen off this desk.
Oh, I was just hiding. I thought you were going to see me.
I'm working right now.
I have to tell you something.
You guys have a very strong chemistry.
I'm giant.
Okay, you're going to have to ask your brother or sister or uncle and aunt for help. I'm working. Go.
Oh, I'm giant.
Well, go look.
I don't like a cat and a dog or something.
Go ask them for help. I'm working.
They can't even help me.
Knock on the door.
If I knock on it, they still won't help me. I knocked on the door.
Yes, he will, because I told him that he has to. Okay. Sorry, guys. Anyways, obviously inner child issues here, or family issues, chemistry. There's a very strong chemistry between you guys. They feel it. There's a magnetic attraction. It's more than just physical. It's more than just sex. This is a heart-to-heart transmission. This is a spiritual connection. They feel the twin flame vibes between you guys. He's well aware of it. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Your masculine definitely is trying to work on this partnership with you to get things moving. And I'll be back, guys. I have to deal with this. I'll go ask him to help because you're not asking.
I knocked on the door, Mom, and he didn't answer. Okay?
Okay, guys. Okay. So anyways, super annoying. Your masculine is stubborn and impatient, like Matthew. And maybe that is their childishness. We have healing my inner child. I happen to think that your masculine is extremely childish and a little bit spoiled and has to be his way or no way. Your masculine does really want to communicate with you though, but keeps fighting himself on this. Bottom of the deck is wedding. This situation involves marriage. This person is either already married or struggles with commitment, okay? But this person has commitment issues. Whether they're married or single, commitment is a huge problem for your masculine. What is the masculine trying to focus on doing right now? He's trying to be more flexible. And for a fixed energy like Leo, that's really hard to do. Being flexible and letting things go, letting go of control is not exactly his strong suit, okay? So your masculine's really trying to focus on self-help. What is your masculine's current vibe? What is his current vibe with you? Spirit, please reveal to me the masculine's current vibe with the divine feminine. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. You could also be dealing with a Libra for a masculine, a Libra or a Leo. But a new romantic cycle is starting, guys. This is good. I think the kind of vibe you and your masculine are in is sexual, intimate. Your chemistry is really bubbling up to the surface. Your soul ties are really singing to this masculine, and it's really getting his or her attention. So I'm loving that vibe. Let's read, and oh, look what I opened up to. That's ridiculous. Look at that. I literally opened it up to the card that I had to read. Tell me that's not destiny and not totally meant to be. It's ridiculous. Anyways, give and take could well be the answer to whatever dilemma that the masculine is thinking about in terms of you. Compromise is definitely called for with you. It's time for him to start negotiating. And by him, it can be a her, okay? Or even renegotiating a deal. When the new moon in Libra comes up, there's a restart for you and this person. Okay, this is a new beginning, and it could be the case of second chances. And there will be a healthy and well-balanced connection. In anything you do after pulling this card, do it in pairs. It is advised. Such as teaming up with someone in a business, decorating in pairs, which we did talk about today. Your personal life also. Libra is the sign of relating and getting along with others. And this card suggests that whoever is at the heart of this issue for the masculine, he is addressing it with someone who will be open to talking things through. Your masculine is getting help from friends. Okay, we got that here earlier, asking for help. He is getting support from friends or family about your guys' situation and what he should do. He needs to avoid being selfish. It won't get him anywhere at this time. So being selfish is getting masculine nowhere, and he realizes it. He needs to reach out to someone and let them know they care. He cares. He needs to reach out to you, hello communication, and let you know he cares. Why forever love? Why is he not doing that? Because he's blocking you or you're blocking him. Ten of Swords. You guys need to mend the bridge. Mend bridges. The masculine really does want this, okay? This is about feel more masculine, think less. Marriage or engagement is in the cards, and we did have that. Okay, so marriage or engagement is in the cards. A legal matter will go the masculine's way at this time, or your way, to be honest. This is his message to you. I also feel like the masculine feels like justice is yours, that you deserve justice, you deserve legalities to go your way, that the masculine's been in the wrong. Pay attention to your appearance, but don't be all about appearances. The masculine also wants you to take care of yourself. If you're not taking care of yourself, the masculine would not be pleased. He wants you to start taking care of yourself better. Some of you guys have let yourself go. He needs you to get back in tune with your body, your mind, and your soul. All right, it's time to get back into that. But don't be all about that, okay? He's just into that. He's a little bit fickle. Your masculine, it does care about appearances. Your masculine is a little bit selfish. Your masculine is a little bit shallow, a little bit. But he also has a heart, a very beautiful heart, and does care about your connection and your soul ties in this relationship. So that matters also. Libra is the sign of love and harmony, negotiation and relationships. It is a harmonious kind of love, luxurious, always aiming for balance. So when we have the new moon in Libra, or anytime you draw this card, there's a restart possible for anything and everything to connect as far as partnerships and negotiations and justice go. Remember that Libra is depicted by a set of scales. This energy wants to bring things back into balance. So we do have a mending of the bridge, the scales, and judgment. The masculine does want to bring your relationship back into harmony and balance out your guys' life. In other words, they want to fix this, okay? So masculine, you want to fix this with your feminine. I get it. Get on it. I get it. Do you get it? So anyways, the masculine does want to reach out, but is holding back. Masculine, how do you feel about your divine feminine? Show me a love oracle. How do you feel about your divine feminine? You remind him of Elizabeth Taylor. Classy, but very sexy. You remind him of a woman that is independent, doesn't need anyone, and could have any man in the room or any woman in the room for those other flip-flops. He sees you as someone who's been through multiple relationships, but you have a very deep love connection to him. He also feels that you are his twin flame or soulmate partner, such as you might also struggle in commitments. Okay, you've had some marital or commitment issues in your past. So you and him are a lot alike, or you and her are a lot alike. You guys have a very kind of old-fashioned kind of relationship, such as opening and closing doors. Romance is very traditional, old-fashioned, but there's a lot of spice, okay? So there's a lot of chivalry, but there's a lot of spice too. So if you guys lived in that era, in the modern, era, in the, 60s, 50s kind of era, you guys would be taboo. You guys would be the ones pushing the envelope. But you guys kind of have that kind of an energy. And I definitely feel there's a masculine here that likes to wear dress shoes. Okay, so suits, ties, dress shoes, shining up the shoes. If it's a woman, she also likes to dress to impress. Very Libra, by the way. But that's just kind of the energy that you guys know how to dress, you know how to impress, you know how to get attention in a room. Anyways, this card says, don't run so fast that you can't be caught. Okay, this masculine doesn't want you to run to where you can't be caught, but he also realizes he can't run so fast that he can't be caught. You can't be a big fan of marriage. Just be an even bigger fan of diamonds. So he's not a big fan of marriage, to be honest, this masculine, he or she. Marriage is kind of taboo. I don't know. It's not taboo. It's just they're taboo. They get into marriages and they don't, how do you say, it's an unorthodox. They they have trouble with commitment. Let's just get back to that. True friends last longer than marriage. However, many times you marry them. So he sees you as their best friend. And they feel like your friendship, your love affair, your relationship lasts longer than any marriage. Okay? So, I don't know. Maybe their marriages haven't even lasted as long as your relationship. And they don't want to ruin that. They don't want to ruin that because they know marriages are not for them. And so there's kind of this issue. Maybe they see you as, if you get married, you always get a divorce, like Elizabeth Taylor, and it doesn't last. This masculine doesn't want to kill the vibe that you guys have, which is a very intense sexual chemistry and a best friendship as well. The next card that we had that came out is Marlene Dietrich. And she's very beautiful as well. I don't really know much about her. But it says, dress for yourself, not for a lover or for an occasion. So they want you, this person wants you to be into yourself more. Once you have forgiven your lover, get them to reheat the sin. Interesting. So once you guys have forgiveness and you're able to move on, you guys can reheat the relationship. So your masculine does want you to forgive him. Okay? He's going to reach out in some kind of an apology and say, just forgive me. It's the friends you call after hours that matter. So it's the friends you call after. Both of these talk about friends. True friends and friends. You guys are friends first, lovers later. Okay? Your person sees you as, your divine masculine sees you as their best friend, okay? You're more than just a lover. And they're afraid to make you a wife or a husband because that might ruin the whole fucking thing. Excuse my French. But your masculine is just not confident enough in his energy or her energy to commit because they're afraid. There's some fear of abandonment here. We saw that here. So they're working on that. Divine masculine, give us another message, please, for your feminine. What are you trying to change? Okay, so what is the divine masculine trying to change for you? Divine masculine, what are you currently changing? What do you want the divine feminine to know as far as you're changing something? What do you want the divine feminine to see that you're working on? What is a message for the divine feminine? What is a message? What do you want to tell your feminine? What's being fixed? Bottom of the deck. Oh my God. Libra, balance. There's the freaking scales again. First of all, your masculine might be dealing with a legal matter. Okay? There's a legal matter your masculine is probably dealing with. We have judgment. Lots of Libra energy. They might be going to court or dealing with something. They're trying to take care of their responsibilities. They're trying to take care of legalities or contracts, promises, commitments. They're trying to deal with that. So that is a definite answer on something that your masculine is dealing with right now, and it's serious. Another issue here is they're trying to work on balancing out their life because they've been all a mess. Expansion is the one that comes out, ephedra. So they're quickly trying to restore balance. They want you to know that. The number 6 and the number 20, love it. So your masculine says, Divine Feminine, there is an opportunity for development for me right now. I'm at the end of a challenge that may have been really hard for me. It is time to look a new direction, and I'm looking at you. I'm trying to examine more closely any possibilities that I can take to bring myself towards you. Change is coming, but it may be a little bit more demanding than I thought. And right now I'm trying to get my bearings. I'm trying to take care of my responsibilities so I can come closer to you. I know there's betrayal between us, and it's very hard for you to accept. And I need you to forgive me, and I will come to you for forgiveness. And when I do come to you and ask for forgiveness, it may actually come as a shock. Because if you've been suffering because of me for any way, for all these challenges, this is a reminder, please stop stewing in your anger and sadness or grief about it. Please don't stew. I have been stewing in my anger and sadness and grief, and it doesn't work. And I know now that it's time to move on and let that stuff go. So your masculine's really working on that. That is a definite message for you from him. And the number 6 here says, a return to center is needed, feminine, and I'm offering this to you. I'm trying to center myself. I have taken something too far, and I haven't reached out enough, if at all. And I know now is the time to come back to a more harmonious and even place between us. Stability is what is needed for us, and it should be focused on right now. My rash actions and decisions needed to be tempered, and I've been dealing with karma that has been helping me temper these situations. I know now is the time to take a risk and just jump and take a leap of faith. But right now, I'd rather step back a little and just see what happens. So yes, I am holding back with that strength card. You may find that you need to back off a little bit and give me some time away, but just trust that I'll be okay and I will come to you. And it's true, once I rest and I take some time away and I retreat a little bit from you, I will come back towards you, okay? So the masculine is needing some time away. Just let him or her deal with this situation. Honestly, that's what they need to do, is just take some steps towards themselves and create a balance. Let's get some feelings about you before I move on. And then I'll get his next actions. How does the masculine feel in regards to you right now? How does the masculine feel? He's learning a lot, taking a step back and learning. I also have crying, embarrassed, and in shame. Shamefully embarrassed. Your masculine is definitely dealing with the shame. The next one here is falling on the ground and like just feeling defeated. Okay, so your masculine feels extremely defeated. Karma's kicked their freaking ass. The last one here is a boy that has his head down, trying to figure something out, and it's too hard. And right now your masculine is trying to figure out what to do and feels stuck and feels overwhelmed and feels stressed. That's what your masculine feels right now in regards to you. Where is this masculine going in the future towards you? Where is this masculine taking this? Masculine, where do you want to take this with your feminine? Where do you want this to go? We have Isra, she who dreams, escape, dreams, and fantasy. Right now, your masculine just wants to tenderly see you in your dreams. Gently fantasize about your future. He's not ready for a physical step. No physical steps, not even baby steps. Right now, the only step this masculine wants to take is to just think spiritually and intimately and connect with you on a heart-to-heart level. And I'll read this. Isra, she who dreams. She rests upon a rock under a rising full moon. A moonflower vine twines up her leg around her arm, weaving through her hair. The blooming flowers create a temporary tiara brought to life in the light of the full moon. Isra dreams as the wind whisks her hair and the leaves dance in the breeze. She knows how to escape the harshness of the so-called real world. Okay, so this is Virgo, Hermit energy. It's being reclusive. It's taking a step back, isolating themselves for you. The next step your masculine is going to take is Hermit mode. They're going to isolate and keep hiding away from you. That's the pulling back. Listening to the music of the celestial choir, she closes her eyes. Her fantasy brings her contentment, so she takes time to drift into her dreams. The message brought to you by Isra is to honor your dreams. They allow you a sanctuary where you can occasionally disappear and give your doubts and worries a much-needed break. Let your soul be soothed by impractical fantasies and foolish notions. This is a mental escape, and you can begin to see which of your fears are real and which are unreal. You will also learn which of your fantasies are closer to reality than your thought. Okay, so that's the answer. He's trying to figure out what is real with you and him or her, okay? The message that he's trying to give you is, I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know if it's a reality that you and I can be together. And I have to figure that. I also have to realize that some of my fantasies and my desires for you are more real than I thought. And so there's an awakening and there's a clarity. And the masculine is coming to terms with the reality of your guys' connection, more so than they ever have before. They're opening up their fantasies and letting their mind drift into a dreamy fantasy world with you to imagine about what it would be like to give this relationship a chance. So expect communication, just not right away. Okay, but they do want to. Libra is very strong in this reading, extremely strong in this reading. You guys are expanding. I do see some mending of some bridges for you guys. This is just a little small taking some time apart, okay? Sometimes fall apart so better things can come back together. Your masculine is working on it, and I believe your masculine loves you, okay? I believe there's a deep soul connection between you guys, and there's a lot of love. So just give it some time. Your masculine's holding back, but deeply feels you in their dreams and their emotions and deeply desiring a reconciliation and a reunion with you at some point. Right now, they're just in reflection mode, okay? So a masculine is definitely, that's the message. A masculine is in reflection mode right now, trying to figure out what's real and what's not real. That is the message for today, guys, from the Divine Masculine. And I'll see you guys here in a second for the Divine Feminine. I hope you tune in. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Lots of love, guys. Bye.